Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day. So I wanted to come on, just got home from church and eating dinner, but I wanted to get home and record this video, tell you something really exciting that happened to me. Now, some of you may say that's not really exciting, but it was exciting to me. So the other day I was feeling really nostalgic about books and reading, and I was thinking about different websites and different magazines that I used to get. And I remembered Black Issues Book Review magazine. I really liked the magazine because it had really good articles on Black authors and introduced me to books that I may not have otherwise have known about. And so I thought I had a stack of them, a small stack, in my file cabinet. So I went in there, thumbed through the file cabinet, and sure enough, I didn't find them. I didn't find the stack, I'll say that, but I did find one copy. I kept one copy of this magazine, and when I saw the cover, it didn't surprise me at all that this one was the one that I kept. And it's the copy with Dr. Maya Angelou on the cover. Also, inside this magazine, there's articles on Langston Hughes, and Bernice McFadden is featured for her book, The Warmest December. And so I'm glad that this is the one that I decided to keep. But I was disappointed. I came in here, I sat back down, and I said, man, why didn't I keep more copies of the magazine? And then something clicked and said, no, you did. They're in the bottom drawer of the file cabinet, not the top. So I run back in there, get on the floor, slide the yarn bin out of the way, and pull the drawer open, and sure enough, found the folder. So I was really happy and excited until I looked down at it, and it does not say Black Issues Book Review magazine. It says Black Expressions. So I tore it open and I said, what? Are you kidding me? You mean I've had this all this time and didn't even realize it because it was in the bottom drawer of the file cabinet? Yes, I kept, look at these booklets, y'all. I kept all these booklets from Black Expressions. So for those of you who don't know what Black Expressions is, it was a mail order book club where you could subscribe and order books every month. And if you didn't choose the books that you wanted to buy, they auto shipped you books and you paid for them unless you returned them. And I wasn't about to return them. I was too lazy. So I ended up with a lot of books that I didn't order, but that I still have. And some of them I've still never read, probably. I don't know. But anyway, look at all of these. I was just so surprised and pleased to find this. So, yeah. And then I thought, okay, well, now that I have this treasure trove of information, what am I going to do with it? So I went into Goodreads and I created a shelf called Black Expressions. And I decided that I'm going to go through these booklets and drop in books that I have not read, and drop in books, especially by authors I'm not familiar with. And the books, though, the caveat is the books have to have at least a 3.0 star rating on Goodreads. If it doesn't have at least 3 stars, I'm not even going to bother putting it in that shelf. But I thought this would be really good for anyone who's participating in hashtag Blackout 2018. Now, if you don't know what that is, it is an effort that is led by Denise D. Cooper over at ArtBooksLive to encourage all of us to read more African American authors next year. And in some cases, that's all some people will be reading next year's all African American authors. But you need to go to Denise's channel to get the rules for the blackout, okay? And speaking of Denise, I'm going to come back around to Black Expressions in just a second. But speaking of Denise D. Cooper, she is going live with all of her YouTube videos now, and I love it. She talks about books and music and art and poetry, etc. And she goes live on Sundays, 6 p.m. Central Time, Saturdays, 9 p.m. Central Time. The chat room is moderated by none other than Musical Tati. And check out Musical Tati's channel. She has a lot of good videos out there. And we have such a good time in the chat. And it's not just other booktubers who participate. We have subscribers that participate and people who may um, stumble upon the channel and then find that, wow, this is something great. And so they start participating in the chat. And the chat is as live as you make the chat. Okay. We have very good conversations, very good topics. Denise is very entertaining. Tati does a great job moderating. It's a lot of fun. And I implore you to please check out one of the live sessions that we have. But anyway, going back to Black expressions. So I've started this shelf on Goodreads. I'm going to put a link below to my Goodreads. You can either follow me or friend me so that you will have access to my shelves. You never know what author you may find or what book you may find by looking back into the past to see some of these older books. You might find your next favorite author. You just don't know. So I figured, if I wanted to contribute in some way to Blackout 2018, this is a way that I can do that, so that I'm not only helping myself, but helping you as well to find new books. Because, tell the truth, you get tired of sorry you get tired of reading the same type of books over and over, or reading the same authors over and over. So I'm dropping a lot of fiction in there, and I'm talking contemporary, urban, romance, sci-fi, thriller, so there'll be something in there for everyone. I'm not dropping in nonfiction in those. I'm not dropping in anything by Auntie Iyanla Vanzant because we know what she does, or Uncle Bishop T.D. Jakes, we know what he does. No cookbooks on how to make the best macaroni and cheese, and no books about how to become a millionaire overnight or marry a man in 10 days. Nothing like that. Pure fiction. There might be a few memoirs that sneak in there, I don't know, but all fiction. And I hope it helps you find new authors to read. That's my plan. That's my point of doing it. Okay. So again, tune into Denise's live chat. Check out my Goodreads page and have a great and wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.